Does God have a clue what it's like to be you? Does a God who sees all, does He understand, can He imagine the limitations of human life? As Job once asked, do you have eyes of flesh, and has your days been like the days of man? Can He comprehend such blindness to whose eyes all things are clear? Can a God who is all-knowing, can He identify with a being like me, facing uncertainty, trapped in situations where the outcome is not clear? How does a God who knows all, how does He know what it's like not to know all? Has He ever lived by faith and not by sight? And you know, if life was only neutral, faith wouldn't have been so unusual. But often the mundane turns to pain. The uncertainties become frightfully clear. Here where we live, there is pain, there is injustice, there is rejection, there is shame. Does God have any idea what it is like to be here? Has the all-powerful one ever been helpless? Has the immortal God ever faced death? Has the all-knowing, almighty God ever faced a situation where there was real confusion, real confrontation? Has He ever been tempted? Does God have a clue what it's like to be you? I love your questions. Now hear my reply. I came and became all that you are, willingly taking upon myself every human limitation. I saw with the eyes of flesh, and not all was clear, not all was there, when I became you. The incarnation is my answer. He had to grow. He had to learn, an ordinary man, most of his life. The limitations, the routine, the frustration, the anxiety of daily life, he understands. Yet, he began to remember, began to see, discovered the faith that allowed him to perceive the spectacular beyond the visible. The Word became flesh, entered our domain of conflict and shame. Falsely accused, brutally abused, as nails was driven through His flesh, He partook even of our doubt, and on our behalf He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me? But then as God, He answered. By entering our hell, He declares, I will rather go to hell than forsake you. Even when you are at your worst, I will not turn my face, nor will I despise you. He experienced our torment, felt our pain, suffered our injustice, wounded by our violence. He came in the form of sinful flesh, exposed Himself in the most vulnerable state, defined Himself in a human face. He knows you. He has experienced everything you have experienced with you. For in Him all things consists, including you. You were in Him when He became man. He became you. He invites you to see what He sees and to know even as you have always been known. For the moment you become aware of Him, your hell becomes heaven. He does not save by legal transaction. He does not heal by some magic incantation. He heals what he becomes. He saves what he assumes. And he became all that you are, so that you can be all that he is. Our atonement is secured by his at-one-ment with us. He embraced us while we were at our worst, so that we might share in his best resurrection life. Right now, wherever you might find yourself, he is with you, he is for you, he loves you. As you become aware, simply aware of the one who is with you, the one who has always known you, your life can turn into the greatest intimate adventure you have ever known.